Welcome to my channel, a platform that provides informational health content. Diabetes is a common health disorder in the current world, but all praise goes to the scientific method that is constantly working to alleviate its rate. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has reported more than 30 million diabetic patients. And according to statistics, the number of patients is increasing every year. Due to the rising number of diabetic patients, it can be overlooked. Scientific research has pointed out several reasons for that. But the primary reason for this disease is the increase in blood sugars. Are you a diabetic or a pre-diabetic person? Do you want to know the ins and outs of a diabetic diet? For that, watch the video till the end. Here you'll find the 10 good and worst foods for persons with diabetes mellitus or insipidus. Stay tuned. 10 foods you should be eating and 10 you shouldn't if you are diabetic. Are whole foods effective in controlling diabetes? Diet plays an indelible part in one's health, and so is the case for diabetic patients. Food items with rich fibers, nutrient minerals, proteins, and vitamins promote good health. On the other hand, foods with low ghee, sugars, and carbs give similar effects as mentioned earlier. The long and short is, with proper dietary supplements that are low in sugar, diabetes is not a big cheese at all. 10 foods you should be eating if you are diabetic. Number 10. Whole grains. The most valuable food item to people with diabetes is none other than the nutrient-rich whole grains. Packed with essential minerals, antioxidants, phytochemicals, and fibers, they satiate gut activity and glucose levels. These include oatmeal, whole grain pasta, whole grain bread, and millet. Majorly whole grains cater for improving digestive health. However, they also act to prevent type 1 diabetes. Not only that, almost all of these grains are low-ghee foods, helpful in lowering cholesterol and weight loss. Number 9. Fish. The health benefits of fish for diabetes do not cease to amaze. Of a wide variety of seafood like crab, shrimp, and lobster, fish are the best to prevent type 1 diabetes. All thanks to the omega-3 fatty acids abundant in fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel that stabilize insulin levels. The NIHUSA has verified the role of omega-3 fatty acids in preventing diabetes in overweight people. In addition, it also buffers blood sugar to an adequate level. EPA and DH are the other significant compounds in fish to minimize the rate of heart failure. Number 8. Eggs. Among all foods, eggs are the most natural protein source for people with diabetes. Whether fried or boiled, eggs are a healthy way to start your day. The wholesome food replaces red meat, which is not feasible for type 1 diabetes patients. And NIH America reports that eggs contain vitamin A, B12, folate, phosphorus, zinc, and antioxidants. Further, the glycemic index of eggs is 0. It means that they won't sabotage the blood sugar. Number 7. Broccoli. People with diabetes can enjoy broccoli because it has a low ghee and is suitable for them. It comes with a high nutritional value of vitamins, that is, A, C, B, K, proteins, dietary fibers, and micronutrients. In addition to reducing blood glucose levels, this superfood prevents it from occurring in the future. In studies, broccoli is an effective natural supplement for type 1 diabetes. As a result, this is no less than a magical veggie. Number 6. Low-ghee fruits. Undoubtedly, fruits are loaded with sugar and prone to increase glucose levels. However, that is not always true. It is because some fruits do have lower sugar content than others. And for this reason, diabetics shouldn't miss out on them. In addition, peaches, apricots, apples, oranges, kiwis, pears, and cherries are low in sugar. They have less ghee, thus quite beneficial to maintain blood sugar. Hence, if people with diabetes want to satisfy their sweet tooth, they should go for these high-fiber ones. Number 5. Beans. There is no doubt that beans are a superfood for people with diabetes because they are packed with nutrients. Lima, red kidney, and black beans are the popular ones. They contain good protein, fiber, and low carbs within. Most importantly, they have a lower glycemic index. Thus, they will be advantageous for diabetic patients keeping their blood sugar minimum. Their high ratio of minerals, trace elements, and vitamins enhances gut activity. Number 4. Yogurt. Yogurt is one of the diabetic-friendly dairy foods. Due to less glycemic index, high protein, and low-carb content, it becomes an ideal breaky option for type 2 diabetics. Not bragging, but unsweetened yogurt is a must-have component of a diabetic diet to regulate the sugar level. According to the Harvard School of Public Health, probiotic yogurt clears the chances of several diseases like myocardial infarction, hypertension, and diabetes. Moreover, regular consumption of yogurt maintains the insulin hormone level. Number 3. Celery. The importance of leafy green vegetables is undeniable for diabetics and pre-diabetics. In addition, the principal constituents of this plant are dietary fibers, vitamin C and K, folate, and potassium. The National Institute of Health USA has stated that celery seeds are suitable for hyperglycemia and hyperlipidemia conditions. Moreover, celery has anti-inflammatory properties to stabilize blood glucose. Number 2. Peanuts, almonds, and walnuts. If you have diabetes, nuts are an excellent choice. Various nuts contain good proportions of unsaturated fatty acids, carotenoids, antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber. These helpful nutrients benefit the diabetic person a lot. From maintaining blood sugar to avoiding heart disease, they fit the bill for being diabetic-friendly. Also, they lessen TAG as well as blood pressure to prevent a stroke. Hence, the low G value of almonds, walnuts, peanuts, and pistachios impart sound effects on the consumer. Number 1. Berries. There is no better fruit for people with diabetes than berries. They may contribute to the prevention of chronic diseases like myocardial infarction, diabetes, and stroke. Regular intake of berries may improve glucose metabolism, help in weight loss, and improve insulin action. In addition, diabetes type I patients are advised to consume blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, and cranberries. They have a very low G, excellent vitamin C, and antioxidant content. 10 foods you should not be eating if you are diabetic. Number 10. White bread. White bread is a big no for diabetic patients. The reason to blame here is the high carbs and GL value. Further, the central ingredient in white bread is refined evenly. All these factors collectively impact raising blood glucose levels. Thus, no matter if you're a patient of type I NII diabetes, you should strictly avoid refined white bread. Number 9. Rice. Another food item the diabetic person should avoid is white rice. They have low nutritional value as compared to non-refined rice. However, white rice is rich in carbohydrates and fats. Plus, the glycemic index is relatively high for white rice. It will result in high blood sugar levels and even heart disease. To prevent this, keep blood sugar levels under control by eating wholesome and rich fibrous foods. Number 8. Dry fruits. Dried fruits are delicious and nutritious, but not for diabetic ones. They have a good proportion of vitamins and nutrient minerals. However, their high sugar content makes them unfit for diabetic patients. Plus, the carbohydrate concentration is likely to increase blood sugar levels. Therefore, a diabetic person should avoid eating dry fruits at any cost. Number 7. White potatoes. Potatoes are rich in carbohydrates and have a high G value. Also, potatoes have high nutrient compounds within them. Potassium, vitamins, and fibers are the major constituents of white potatoes, but they are not very useful for diabetic persons. It is because they increase glucose levels, which can result in stroke and kidney failure. Number 6. Fruits. Fruits like pineapple, mango, watermelon, bananas, grapes, raisins, lychees, and dates are not beneficial for diabetic conditions. Fruits indeed contain essential nutrients, fibers, and vitamins, and we should eat them more often. But for a person with type I diabetes, it can be fatal. The sole reason behind this is none other than the high sugar values. Hence, it is better not to eat these fruits with more significant G. Number 5. Fried food. Deep fried foods can lead to several diseases, and one should limit their use. The risk of heart, kidney, and liver disorders increases due to excessive consumption of fried foods. However, they severely affect diabetic patients. If you are a person with type I diabetes, then cut off fried food from your diet. Since they have high carbs, their blood sugar will go beyond control. Number 4. Processed cereals. Cereals can be a flavorful breakfast since they are sweet and wholesome. But, in the case of diabetes, one should not eat such foods. Cereals are usually processed and refined before packaging. And all this process lowers the protein, fibers, and nutrients within. Moreover, they adversely affect the person with diabetes due to high carbohydrates. Number 3. Trans fats. Trans fats play a crucial role in elevating blood sugar. And it is because of the high glycemic index, which is a benchmark for blood sugar level. Usually, trans fats are a significant constituent of butter, peanut butter, and frozen foods. At present, trans fats have become a must-have ingredient to keep them fresh, but it is highly unhealthy for diabetic patients. Consuming too much trans fats will result in stroke, diabetes, and kidney issues. Number 2. Red meat. Red meat is the leading cause of high blood glucose. Processed meat contains saturated fats and carbs, which are not nutritious for diabetic persons. According to the Harvard School of Public Health, red meat increases the risk of type I diabetes if consumed a lot. As a result, you should replace red meat with some healthful and unprocessed foods. Number 1. Artificial sweetness. Artificial sweeteners offer high sugar content as well as carbs. They are both unhealthy and dangerous for type I diabetic patients. A diet without sweet toppings or syrups is recommended to maintain blood sugars. These synthetic sweeteners contain aspartame, saccharin, and net sugars. Thus, continuous use of artificial sweeteners is the leading cause of obesity, cancer, and diarrhea. Summing it up, the recent increase in diabetic patients is somewhat alarming. Artificial, processed, and refined food items are some of the reasons. The only solution to this problem is consuming processed and organic foods with low carbs and glycemic index. Please subscribe and ring the bell icon to receive notifications on the latest updates. See you next time.